Good morning, everyone. It's a little after 10 o'clock in the morning. I slept in, had a good time. It is pretty cold here, and it's actually going to stay cold. It's going to get only a couple degrees warmer, and then shortly after, temperature is going to drop. So we're going to be at about 51 degrees during the day, and start dropping all the way down to the low 40s tonight. So right now I have the heater running, and it's been running for at least an hour now, so the chill's out of the air. I have the electric blanket on high, so we're all comfortable in here. I'm getting ready to get up and give the cats their wet cat food because they didn't get any yesterday because they were kind of acting up. So I told them they weren't getting their wet cat food today or last night, and getting ready to give the cats their wet cat food because they didn't have it last night. They were acting rowdy, so I told them they weren't getting any wet cat food last night. So I'll give them some morning wet cat food now, and probably in about 40-45 minutes I'll start making my lunch. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Here we go. Looks like my dad was more than another hunter when he nabbed Abaddon's pet.
I felt connected to you right from the beginning. Kindred spirits, if you will. And up deeper until you died. Because the elements, broken eggs, etc.
So tell me, you activate rodeo?
It's the first one as a ranger.
Well, you're right.
Well, good evening, everyone. It's close to 8 o'clock. I'm getting ready to go up front and start the engine, make sure it's running and stuff, and then I'm going to just go to Buc-ee's. Hi, Happy. Then I'm just going to go to Buc-ee's and post up there until it's time for me to go to work. Maybe go use their facilities. I already took a spray bottle shower, really nice one. I didn't really get any sleep. The cats did. The cats all curled up on the bed, except for Waddles. He's enjoying his new cat bed. And two of them laid on me as usual. Happy knows the hottest spot on the electric blanket is right where the cord plugs in. So she goes and lays on the bottom corner right there. We had a good Thanksgiving, very chill. Watched quite a few episodes of Supernatural. Then I watched a movie, and just overall enjoyed a quiet day. You know, Bass Pro closed at 6. There wasn't a lot going on over here, so there wasn't a lot of noise. So, as a van life person and a person that has to either move around or always be kind of on alert, this was a nice day. Very cold here. Happy to have the space heater, and happy to have the electric blanket. The electric blanket, basically, once that's on, you get under the covers. I kick it on and I have the blankets laying there. So when I go under the covers, the bottom section of the top blanket is warm. And then of course the electric blanket itself is warm. So I'm sandwiched in between two warm spots before I even get into the bed. So that keeps my temperature hot. And then the cats laying on me, they stay warm, and vice versa, right? So it worked out really well. I'm thankful for a lot of things. I'm thankful for the person that cashed at me the money to pay off my credit card bills. I'm thankful that my van is still running. I'm thankful that I have this part-time job that's helping me make ends meet. I'm thankful for this meal that I had today. This is the first time in my entire life that I've never had a turkey dinner for Thanksgiving. I did have turkey dinner thanks to work when they had the employee Thanksgiving, but this is the first time I've ever not had a turkey dinner. But I mean, what am I going to do? I don't really feel like eating out, and it was more cost effective to get these. The steaks cost me $12 for the pack, and I had one for my actual meal, and then I had another one of sandwiches a little bit later. So very thankful for that meal. It'll mostly be Hot Pockets for the rest of the week, and that's fine with me. And then that's it. We worked tonight. We had a good, 3 days off, so can't really complain. I'll catch up with you at Buc-ee's, though. Well, it started right up. Gonna take a few for this thing to defrost, I think. Well, I've made it over here to Buc-ee's. I'm debating over whether to change out of my shorts and put my work pants on before I go in, or should I just be the freak show that walks in shorts and Crocs with socks right now? Ah, the dilemma. When I pulled out of Bass Pro, I was the only van or RV there. There were two cars that have coincidentally been there in the same spots forever. I'm not sure if they ever actually move, but I know that ProMaster that's always there was there earlier today, but it's not there right now. So when I left, I was the only one there. So I imagine it's gonna have some folks trickling in today, you know, when they're officially closed. But as far as staying the whole day, me and possibly that ProMaster stayed the whole day. There was a fifth wheel that was there for a while that I'm just assuming was there for most of the day as well. So, but my plan is to go in, use the facilities over here at Buc-ee's, and I might even grab myself a coffee. I didn't really sleep. I'm rested, but I didn't really sleep, and I want to make sure that I'm bright-eyed and bushy-tailed when I go in today, because it's, once I get there 2 hours in, it's technically Black Friday. We open at 6 a.m. I get off at 7. I'm fairly sure it's all hands on deck, and Big Boss Man's going to come in, and no matter what we did tonight, he'll want more done. And I'm sure my boss man, my supervisor, whatever we call them, is going to be on edge because of that and want me to do even more, trying to anticipate what this guy is going to want done. I know, unless they've changed their minds, all the employees were apparently allowed to have, all the full-timers allowed to have overtime, and they've all said they're going to be here tonight. If that's the case, it'll be nice. That usually means that I'll be able to pretty much concentrate on my stuff without any way of delineating from that. But of course, that also means everybody that's stocking is going to be on a mad dash to stock and not want to be out of my way, which is fine, because my plan is, if it gets difficult, I'm just going to drive the machine. I'm very good at driving the machine and getting more cleaned up than the auto scrubber autoing anyway. So that's just a little work talk for you guys. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail on that, beyond that, but I've been off for 3 days, so I'm looking forward to going in to work. And I got a few videos to upload anyway. All right. I will catch up with you either when I get done in there or when I start heading over to work.